As the children of the night sing, as the skies turn gray, as the rain falls, as the kids get ready for trick-or-treating, we all still fear the many creatures of the night. Zombies, Frankenstein, ghosts, and arcade cabinets that are possessed.
Hey, I'm wondering about this cabinet.
Oh, you mean Polybius?
Yeah, Polybius.
Yeah, so basically it's like a really possessed arcade cabinet. You want to learn more about it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
Go get another shine!
About that.
Well, that just seems about right. It's already the Halloween season, and many people are getting ready to say the spooks and scares about their stories. Meanwhile, a lot of nerds like me are still talking about video games year-round. So today I'm going to be talking about a game called Polybius. And this isn't supposed to be the way that it's supposed to be done. Polybius is a scary game. This video does not look scary. Well, ensure that the Halloween spirit has begun. Now that we've got the Halloween spirit on here, let's talk about a game. But not just any game. A horror game. And I'm not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's like I did in the beginning of the month. I'm talking about something even scarier. Something that even potentially killed its victims. We are talking about Polybius. Polybius is an urban legend about a rare arcade game released in 1981. The game was created by a mysterious company called Sinneslogen. Now, Sinneslogen means sensory deprivation in German, and was a puzzle shoot-'em-up somewhat like Tempest. It was only released in a few suburbs of Portland, Oregon. It was supposedly very popular, with people forming long lines to play it. However, players reported strange things about the game, such as hearing a woman crying and seeing grotesque faces out of the corner of their eyes. Players would also have nightmares, experience nausea, headaches, blackouts, or even develop amnesia. Some even committed suicide. Others stopped playing video games altogether, and at least one became an anti-video game activist. According to one owner of an arcade, men wearing black suits would often come to collect records from the game. They did not take any money, simply data on gameplay. Because of this, the leading theory is that some sort of government experiment using subliminal messages. The game remains in obscurity, as around 1 month after its release, all of the cabinets suddenly disappeared. One cabinet reappeared in an arcade in 1998, but quickly disappeared again. While some have tried to recreate the game, no one has found the original ROM. The jig is up. So I was doing a bit of research, but then I found out there are a lot of things that do make sense to the timeline of where Polybius takes place. And I wanted to check out a few things that actually sounded interesting and that I wanted to share, including some events that relate to what Polybius causes and things that relate to the actual game. For one, in 1981 in Portland, Oregon, the same exact time and place of Polybius, one gamer, a 12-year-old boy, got a stomach sickness from playing asteroids in a long marathon. But a lot can be said from that. I mean, he probably drank too many sodas and that's what caused him to, have that stomach sickness. But when it comes to Polybius, a lot can't be explained from it. But then again, it is from the internet. You can't really believe everything you see on the internet. It's just not possible. So really, even if there are a lot of evidence to show that maybe Polybius did use vector graphics, which was what most arcade games were using around that time, yes, someone did get migraines while playing an early version of Tempest. Yes, a kid maybe did get sick from a long marathon of playing asteroids. And yes, sadly, someone did die after putting his initials on Berserk, but that was from a pre-existing heart condition. A lot of them could have been explained already. Polybius, that's not really explainable, which kind of makes sense, since it's an internet conspiracy.
not a lot can be explained when it comes to the internet. And then again, the first thing that shows you, it's a creepypasta. Not a lot of things are real from creepypastas. It's mostly just stories that people put on there. And you do have to admit, there are a lot of things that just don't add up. For one, while I was researching, there are no news reports about a game that causes amnesia or memory failure or dementia or whatever Polybius does. And even if there was, it was probably just fake ones that probably never existed. The overall concept sounds dumb too. I mean, a game in the 1980s that tracked people's minds or messed with their heads or something, that just sounds like a sci-fi film. In my opinion, I wouldn't think that something like that would actually exist. It actually sounds pretty silly in my opinion.
In conclusion, this is fake!
To really end things out, Polybius it's a fake game. It's not real. I mean, if you look through it through Wikipedia, it says fictitious game. It's not a real game, it's just fiction. Which really makes sense. I mean, a game that causes dementia or a game that messes with your head, that stuff is honestly fake. It's not gonna be, it couldn't be real. The technology in the 1980s couldn't even do something like change Mario's hair. But overall, happy Halloween. Today is another shout out. It's not really a shout out Thursday anymore, but I'm just gonna give out a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to CMS Texas Pumas on TikTok and Juan and Martha Zuniga on YouTube. So please subscribe or follow them over there. I think you could see some of their comments down on the video. And yeah, we'll see you guys later on. Happy Halloween.